Today, we tackle a pressing question. Is India too dependent on products from China? Stick around as we explore the ins and outs of this important issue. Hello Namaskar, welcome to MindSync's weekly Wednesday podcast, Your Compliance Guide, where we dive deep into the world of compliance. As Wednesday arrives, so do we, with deep insights, engaging discussion, and a fresh perspective about compliance and law. India's economical engagement with China dates back several decades, with both countries initially seen as emerging economies ready for substantial growth. Collaborative efforts were anticipated to position them as formidable contender on the global stage, potentially challenging established powers like the US. However, despite initial success, tensions and rivalry gradually emerged between the two nations. Let's rewind to 2011 when Narendra Modi, the Chief Minister of Gujarat, delivered a speech in Beijing extending a warm invitation to Chinese companies to invest in Gujarat. Fast forward a few years to 2014 when Modi assumed office as Prime Minister. China greeted his leadership with enthusiasm, seeing him as a leader keen on fostering business ties. In the same year, Xi Jinping paid a visit to India. Chinese officials even discussed the possibility of injecting over 100 billion in investments into India in the coming years. However, the narrative took an unexpected turn as setbacks emerged in the relationship, leading to heightened tensions. Since May 2020, India and China have been embroiled in their most serious face-offs in decades. Along the Himalayan border, a fatal clash resulted in casualties on both sides, sparking widespread calls in India for a boycott of Chinese goods and services. In response, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government swiftly banned the use of 59 Chinese apps, while imports from China face delays at Indian ports. Authorities are also considering imposing high tariffs and stricter quality controls on incoming shipments, signaling a significant shift in India-China relations. Indeed, the question of whether India will end ties with China is more complex than it appears. India's heavy reliance on Chinese imports has become a pressing concern, especially considering China's status as a global manufacturing powerhouse. The numbers speak for themselves. China supplied India with goods totaling 58 billion, making it India's top import partner. From consumer electronics to telecommunication equipment, the range of Chinese imports spans crucial sectors of Indian economy. Moreover, Chinese products play a huge role in industries like pharmaceuticals, iron, and steel. The pharmaceutical sector, in particular, relies heavily on China for active pharmaceutical ingredients, a crucial component in drug manufacturing. Any disruption in the supply chain from China could potentially cripple India's pharmaceutical industry, impacting healthcare nationwide. But it's not just imports. India's aspiration to boost export to 1 trillion by 2025 hinge significantly on trade with China. China has emerged as one of the top destinations for Indian exports, further cementing the interdependency between the two nations. Beyond trade, Chinese investments has been rising in India towards sectors that directly affect the lives of Indian consumers. From infrastructure projects to technology ventures, Chinese business have left an indelible mark in India's economical landscape. Despite the hatred against China, the reality is that Indian manufacturers often prefer them due to their affordability and quality. This underscores the challenges India faces in reducing its dependency on Chinese imports. Initiatives like Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat aim to increase domestic manufacturing but have yet to yield the desired results. Building a robust ecosystem for domestic production will take time, and concerted effort. As we conclude, it's clear that ending the India-China relationship is not a viable solution. Instead, India must focus on enhancing its manufacturing capabilities while simultaneously expanding exports to China. Striking a balance between self-sufficiency and global trade will be crucial for India's economical growth and stability in the years to come. Thanks for tuning into MindSyncs podcast. If you found this episode informative, don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the world of compliance and advisory services. Until next time, stay compliant, stay informed.